How is it going, everyone? I hope you had a good weekend. Let's see, what day was I live last? Was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. I was on Friday. What do I think of Deltarune tomorrow? Cool for people who have been waiting a long time for it. I haven't even played Undertale, which honestly is something I should probably correct. So I can't say it's huge news to me, but I mean, a lot of people are excited for that. Hope it's good. Hope you like it. Just remember, Randy worked minimum wage at an ice cream shop in high school and bought an $80 game. If you can afford Borderlands, if you can't afford Borderlands 4, you are a true fan. So true. So true. Randy Pitchford's burner account in my chat. So true. Holy shit, man. What a week. Let's see. What's going on in the world of Dumpster Man? I've just been kind of busy. Chaotic is the way I would describe my last few weeks. Not supporting. No, I know you're not supporting him. Trust me. We should kill Randy Pitchford, I think. Now listen. I'm not going to tell you not to. Summer Games Fest coming up soon. Yeah, I'll talk about that in just a bit. I wanted to talk more specifically about my stream. Let's see. I had like Doom Dark Ages. Did like streams of that for a week. Little break. Night Rain. Streamed a bunch of that. And now I'm actually getting the itch to like go back to normal. I feel like the order of the universe has kind of been upset because like I don't know when I'm going live anymore, and when I do go live, if I'm not like playing whatever the new thing is, I'm like, what am I doing? Even tonight, I don't really have a plan. I'm gonna talk a little bit. I'm gonna play some Guess the Game, but then I'm honestly probably gonna just have you all vote on what you want to see. There's a few things I could do. I was thinking we could do more White Knuckle. I've been back at Mortal Sin. I don't know. I played it on stream, but it was a while ago, so maybe the people who are the present company doesn't remember. But it's a fun, like, kind of melee combat roguelike. Or honestly, since they changed it, I don't know why I'm counting, like, with my thumb. I normally don't, but it just feels a little more comfortable, like, at the present moment. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, or at the present moment, I've just been having more fun with Night Rain solo. So I was thinking maybe if people, I've been doing a lot of like co-op Night Rain on stream, and it's been fun for me, but I don't know if it's been fun to watch because the viewership's been pretty low. So I don't know if people are interested in that. But maybe I do a stream where I just play me, myself, and I, and we talk, like me in chat, and not whoever I'm playing with. I don't know. That's an option. So that's what I'm thinking about. Coming up this week, there's like a whole bunch of gaming announcement things. I believe Friday is that's Summer Game Fest. And then Sunday is like the Xbox showcase, which I think I'm going to be reacting to with some streamer friends. And then later that day is the PC Gamer event. Maybe people are not watching because it's not really like a spoilery game though. The only thing you can really spoil is the Night Lords. I don't think I'm gonna watch the PlayStation one. I mean, if something cool comes out of that, I'll react to it in my own time. But I don't care about Sony all that much. Probably just going to tune into the PC Gamer event. Yeah, that will have Ultra Kill news and other New Blood news. Hopefully some Fallen Aces would be sweet as well. So yeah, I will be watching that one and Xbox probably on the same day. So those are the three that I'm planning on checking out live. If you want to tune in for that. If you're already planning on watching anyways, you may as well watch with a familiar face. Why not? Need to play Fallen Aces at some point. Dude, Fallen Aces is so good. I actually am really getting the itch to play it again. But my decision would be made even easier with new content to come see. I guess there's like a hub world or like a home base or something that they added. And they redid a little bit of the levels, but need Bloodborne in CJ character? I don't know what that means. Like follow the damn train, CJ. We need We need John Bloodborne in Grand Theft Auto. They did add specifically custom level support to Fallen Aces, I think, is out now, which is pretty cool. Maybe I should check some of that out. Yes, there was an E1F1 remake, which is pretty sweet. What else? What else is going on? Replaying Dark Souls 1 right now, been almost 5 years since I played it. It has at this point been a while since I last replayed it too. I really should. Let's see. I want to do a new run of I don't just want to do a new run of Lies of P. I need to do a new run of Lies of P because my save is gone. I played it on Game Pass on my old PC, and I don't have the save anymore. I'm not even sure if you can import saves from Game Pass to Steam. You probably can, but I don't really want to boot up my old computer just to go get it. And that game has since been removed from Game Pass, so. But I'm thinking I'd do something kind of fun for that. Maybe some kind of like challenge run or something. I've been brainstorming for a long time, and I haven't been able to think of what to do. I thought maybe just like a chat chooses my build type thing would be fun, but it's a little tougher in that game just because of the way it works. So I was thinking maybe it could be like a use what you get type thing. I don't know. Tough to say. But I'll keep thinking about it. But I'd like to start that soon because that DLC is supposed to come out this summer. That's all they've said so far is this summer. But given that we have a lot of gaming events soon, the release date hopefully will be announced soon. What's the Yap Sesh about? I'm just talking about like different plans and stuff. Just yapping. I'm just doing a little yapping. Tax fraud of P, so true. Probably that should be what the DLC is called, I think. Or the sequel, Lies of Q. Dude, they, was it like, the end of the game, they like teased what the sequel could be. It was like Alice in Wonderland or some shit? Yeah, I'm addicted to Night Rain too. Like, I really, it's really a shame that the streams have not been, doing very well viewer-wise, because I would just rip more of that shit in a heartbeat. But I need to peel myself away to actually do a stream. And if people don't want to watch Night Rain, that's fair. I can't really do anything to change your mind.
Can we all agree how bad middle school actually is?
Dude, you know what you sound like when you say stuff like that? This is how I picture chat when they say things like this. Where's the original image? This is you guys. I'm 30, by the way. I'm not thinking about middle school. This is chat asking me. Oh, where'd my face cam go? This is chat asking me about fucking middle school. What are you talking about? I haven't been in middle school in 2 decades. But yeah, middle school was bad. I mean, I didn't have a great time in middle school, but also it was 2 decades ago and I've changed and grown as a person. Damn, first grade really sucks. Ah, shit. So relatable for me specifically. Like, what are we talking about? Middle school. Yeah, middle school sucks, but you eventually you just like go to high school and then life goes on. You're 12. It'll get better. Like, it's fine. First grade or second grade? Grade school tier list. I'm 14, bro. Let me off. I'm 30, though. Why are you asking me about this? What do you think I think about middle school ever? What are we talking about? I was asking chat, too. If anyone in chat admits to being in middle school, I'm banning you on principle. You're literally not old enough to have a Twitch account. You're making my job easy, bro. Oh, man. Turning 31 in August. Yeah, you and me, RPG, we're about the same age. Unk only chat. Yeah, if you mean like people old enough to have a Twitch account, then yeah. Damn old people. You know, I'm gonna take a quote right out of Northern Lions playbook here. Like, you guys all know you will be old at some point, right? Like, right now, you look at someone who's 30 and you're like, damn, that person is so old. you're gonna be 30. And it's not, it'll happen before your eyes. You will blink and you'll be 30 and you'll be like, what the fuck happened? Get ready, buckle up. Also, I'm just gonna be real, life gets better once you graduate high school. If you think that like being 21 is like akin to being on your deathbed, I got news for you. That's like when your life starts. Imagine being 30, you can't relate. You can't relate yet. You can't relate yet. That's the funny thing about humans. We all age at the same rate. A year is the same for all of us. Time also seems to move faster the older you get. Dude, something happened around COVID, where like my perception of time changed so much. Like I feel like when like during COVID lockdown, I entered like some kind of like time vortex, and now it's just moving so much faster, and I kind of hate it. Although I was like looking at my channel today, my main channel, and in my mind, the weapon mastery videos came out like a year ago, but I was like, oh, I released those in January and February. I'm like, that's kind of relieving, actually. That means that like the year has actually like gone slower than I thought. Time also seems to move faster when you're on a set routine. Yeah, that's true. There's definitely truth to that. Time is not constant and changes slightly depending on how much you move. You know we're all on a rock hurtling at like thousands of miles per hour through space, right? We're all moving, brother. You can't get off this ride. Yeah, I keep like thinking like, oh shit, it's May or it's June. I'm like, oh my god, this year's flying by. But it's only when I think about the year in a macro sense, right? Like as soon as I'm like, what did I do last week? I'm like, damn, I finished Dark Ages 2 weeks ago. Like that felt like a month ago. Yeah, I had just graduated college with my master's right after the pandemic happened. I only say with my master's because I was in college for a longer period of time. So I just narrowly missed it. Graduated in 2018. So very glad about that. January was like a year. I mean, the other thing too is like, if you're American, if you're not American, sorry, I'm going to start talking about American bullshit here. Like just paying attention to the news and like politics and stuff without going into it, but just like remember that in January we had a different president. And that seems almost unfathomable. That seems almost unfathomable. Like that's crazy. So yeah, I don't know. Time works in mysterious ways. Like some things feel like they happened, like a thing that happened in January on the same day in my personal life feels more recent than something that happened on like a world scale on that same day somehow. Heard of someone who went to college to get a liberal arts degree and is now in debt and homeless, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean that sentence didn't really have an endpoint, so I'm not sure what you want me to make about that. A liberal arts degree, by the way, is like a broad umbrella. They don't just hand you like, here's your liberal arts degree, sir. Or ma'am, or whatever. That's not exactly how that works. Like there are definitely degrees to which, no pun intended, you could be screwed in terms of finding a job with a liberal arts degree. I technically have a bachelor's of art. It's right next to me, actually. No, it's not. That's my master's. I don't know where my bachelor's is, but I'm not going to show it because it has all sorts of personal information on it. But I do believe I have a bachelor's of art, technically, in architecture. But architecture is like a career with, you know, I shouldn't say high pay, decent pay. Doxing yourself live on stream sounds fantastic. Some people are crazy. I'm somewhere in between. Like I won't even like show my background. Like I gotta have a green screen. I won't say even my real first name or where I live. Like I at least talk about the state that I live in and my first name at least is public information. But you do gotta be a little careful. There are some streamers that I think are just like broadcasting their location at all times, all the way to people who don't even show their face and stuff like that, which is understandable. But didn't realize you used a green screen. I wish I had like a bit set up for this. Could you imagine if like all of a sudden I just snapped and could change my background? I think I did one time for a bit green screen myself into my own background. I'm trying to remember what that was for. I think it might have been one of the Q&A videos. How does someone find you by your state? Well, just knowing what state you live in is probably not enough, but like, if I talk about like places I go or, places that are near me and the state that I live in, like in theory, you could figure out more closely where I live. I try not to do too much of that, of course, but cardboard cutout for every piss break. You know what's funny? I actually have a screen for breaks now and I never use it. I like spent time making that and I don't use it. Oh yeah. We weren't really talking about games, but another thing I want to play before the year's over on stream, I think, is this game. First Berserker Kazan. I don't know what's going on here. Who the fuck are these guys? It's like an action hack and slash Souls-like. I want to check this out too. I'll have to make time for it though. I keep saying I'm going to play this and then like I haven't even bought it yet. I don't even own it. There are too many dumpsters in America people would need to check. Could you imagine if I did like a geocaching type thing, but it was like a specific dumpster? Like find this dumpster with $10,000 or something. If only I had $10,000 to give out. Yeah, that would be funny. I do someday want to do like some kind of bit with like an actual dumpster, but I just don't know even like how I would do that. I live in a place where I think if I got a dumpster, I think it would be very frowned upon. Here it's supposed to be insanely hard. That's what I've heard too, which is why I think it would be stupid good stream content. Me beating my head against the wall. If you had something Ultra Kill related that fandom is crazy enough to try it. That's kind of the... I'm at the point where I'm very like kind of arm's length with the Ultra Kill fan base. It doesn't interest me much to rile them up. I'll put it that way. I know you're joking, but it tends to get unpleasant in here fast when I start to evoke Ultra Kill. Just put it that way. Not to say I'll never play it again or anything, but I think I'm at a place in my life and my content creation where I'm very much done dealing with the Ultra Kill community broadly. I remember a guy I knew in middle school had a ghillie suit and he said he wanted to hide behind a dumpster and jump out at people as Oscar the Grouch. I feel like that the expectation is it'll be funny. I'll be like Oscar the Grouch, and like the reality is that whoever he does that to would be like, that was the scariest shit that ever happened to me. I thought I was gonna die. No, I'm not also gonna grind Night Rain. I'm just saying I'm not like chasing Ultra Kill for views because frankly I don't really like the audience that it attracts very much. When I stream it, that is. A lot of people found me through Ultra Kill, which I obviously understand, but yeah, that is, I mean, frankly, part of the reason is because, like, really young audience, for whatever reason, and I don't really want that. Not to say that if you're young and you're watching me right now, that's necessarily a bad thing, but, like, I don't want to stream to mostly 14-year-olds. This is my most viewed video, Elden Ring. Yeah, but I'm not, like, even despite that, I'm not, like, known for playing Elden Ring in the way that I am known for playing Ultra Kill. Somehow it feels like Ultra Kill's audience is getting younger. It is, dude. Yeah, once I noticed like how young the people who were coming into my chat and typing were, was when I started to kind of understand. The only annoying thing would be like if they're kids. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, first of all, you can't even have a Twitch account if you're under 13. despite that, I've had a bunch of people go into my chat or in my YouTube comments and say they're 11 or 12. Like, what do you think I have in common with someone who is 11? Nothing. The answer is nothing. And the other thing is that if I don't, when I play Ultra Kill and new people stop by, which is great, by the way, I don't mind that as long as they're like nice and respectful. They don't tend to stick around when I, play other things. So I don't even know why I would stream Ultra Kill, because it's not building my audience other than of people who just want to see Ultra Kill, right? And I'm not going to play Ultra Kill all the time, so it's kind of like it feels a bit pointless in that way unless I have something that I specifically want to do with the game or do content to check out. It feels a little pointless to like boot up Ultra Kill to like boost my viewers, right? Because those people are just going to go away when I stop playing Ultra Kill. So that's my philosophy on it. I'm quite a rare viewer since I'm pretty busy, but chat seems pretty chill usually. Yeah, chat is pretty chill usually because I'm usually not playing Ultra Kill. If you stop by during an Ultra Kill stream, it's a different experience. And I'm not necessarily saying bad, but like it's a lot different in here if I'm playing Ultra Kill. Don't you get around like 50 to 70 viewers for Ultra Kill streams? Anymore, it's like 150. And including the YouTube stream, the last update, I had like 500 or 600 at peak, which was crazy and cool. I mean, that's super cool. But yeah, I mean, like those people didn't stick around. I'm not like salty about it. It's just the reality, right? Like, yeah, you're fine, noob. I'm not talking like specifically about anyone, but I think if my entire chat was 14, I think I would have a problem with that. Yeah, and then like there are other like streaming communities that I'm like, that I like lurk in or even participate in, that are older, and like that is just kind of the type of audience that I'm trying to reach. Hard part with content creation is despite you liking a game, you kind of have to take the fandom in with it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not to say that I'm like rejecting the Ultra Kill fan base, but I just don't necessarily like I'm not really interested in catering my stream to like attract that fandom in specific, if that makes sense, right? Like it's fine if you stop by and you're like, oh, I found your videos from Ultra Kill. Great, yeah, I have no problem with that. And then you stick around and you keep chatting, like, that's great. I have no problem with you. The issue is that that's not the norm. A lot of people come in one time for Ultra Kill or to tell me that they found me from Ultra Kill, are like pretty annoying, and then they leave forever. So it's not always a great experience. You're one of the total of 3 people who found... Wait, you found me from Dark Souls? I do remember the first time you watched my stream being Dark Souls, but I didn't realize you found me from Dark Souls. That's very interesting. Valentino always says that he found me from a Splitgate video, but I'm not sure I believe that, because that Splitgate video had like a total of 50 views. And it was the video right after I had first played Ultra Kill. So my thought is that he clicked on the Ultra Kill video and then watched the Splitgate video. But I don't know. I don't know that for sure. The first stream you joined was when you were looking up Resident Evil 4 content. Interesting. Those Resident Evil 4 streams were fun. I'd play more Resident Evil. But those streams, likewise, similar to the Night Rain streams, were not like super popular or anything. Again, not that super matters to me, but like not getting a ton of viewers won't be a deciding factor in me like deciding to stream a certain thing on a certain day. But on like a long enough timeline, I do take into account like, oh, the views were kind of low for Resident Evil 4. So maybe I won't play as much of that type of thing. Dude, the streets have been saying it. The Dumpster Man Souls content is the best. I feel that way. I know a lot of the regular chatters feel that way. It's just good fun. It's my favorite thing to stream. I think it probably helps that it's my favorite thing to stream usually is the Souls stuff. Like I just have the most fun with it. I feel like it's the best balance between like gameplay and banter. And it always makes for fun YouTube videos as well. Hello, Unkster Man. Dude, is it chat dunking on me for being old day or something? Soul stuff is the best to chat over. Yeah, it's like my most viewed category on Twitch broadly. I watch a lot of Lil Aggie because of that. Like it's like the perfect background noise type stream. What's up, Lydia? What say we guess the game? I got a good 30-minute yap sesh out of that, but I must say, I haven't done guess the game. I just typed in guess into Google, or into my search bar, and nothing happened. I will, I think this year, be doing at least one more big Ultra Kill video, independent of any, like, of any new update. Like, I'll make more, obviously, if the fraud update comes out this year, which it looks like it probably will. Yo, Bomber, thank you for the 34 months. I'm not sure why that notification didn't play. But I don't think I'll be streaming that. I think it's gonna be like an off-stream challenge run that I'm gonna just surprise people with. I think because, mostly in this case, it's not because I don't want to stream it. It's more that I think it would not be a very fun viewing experience streamed. I think it will be a better, viewing experience just pre-recorded for a video. And I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, otherwise, I have some, like, Doom stuff I want to do. I'm actually working on, like, 3 Doom-related videos. So if you don't like Doom, bad news. The good news, though, is that I'm not someone who mainlines one type of content anyway, so if you don't like the Doom arc, then, you know, just wait like 3 months and I'll be doing something else. Anyways, let's guess the game.
The dumper, man.
Oh, there it goes.
Guess.
Did you just say guess? This is the Dark Ages or Doom in general? I have, like, I'm doing a Dark Ages critique / review type video. I'm doing one that's like tangentially related that I'm working on right now. And then I want to do a like challenge run for Dark Ages. And then that'll probably be it for the Doom arc for now, but I've seen the thumbnails you're posting in sub chat and I'm wondering how many vids you're juggling right now. Just 2, but I did kind of start working on another one. Bomber says Wizard 101. I'm sending it. Because I have no idea what this is. That's not even on here. This is like... It's not Majora's Mask, but... Perhaps it was just the Zelda music playing. What is this? This is... Devil May Cry 2. On PSP? It's a JRPG for PSP. This basically guarantees that I don't know it. Devil May Cry 2 does not have a 90 on Metacritic. That's a good point. I probably should have known that. Although, what does it have on Metacritic? I feel like this is a valid question. Because I know the game is, like, not well liked in hindsight. But how did it review, like, at the time? Devil May Cry 2. Okay, it didn't review well. 68. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I don't know. You know, sometimes... This is going to sound crazy. Sometimes games journalists get it wrong, guys. I mean, like... Listen, Dark Souls 2 is not Devil May Cry 2 levels. But I think Dark Souls 2 reviewed better than it probably deserved. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 got a 91, bro. I feel like a low 80 feels a little better for Dark Souls 2. I don't even totally hate Dark Souls 2, but that's how I felt with the Dark Ages, honestly. You felt like they reviewed it too low or too high? Yeah, 91 is crazy for Dark Souls 2. It's a fine game, and I totally understand why people like it, but too low? Yeah, I would agree. I think Was it? It was lower than Eternal, but higher than 2016. Did I get that right? Yeah, that actually sounds about right. I don't know what this is. Bomber says SMT. This one. Because that one's Chico's favorite. And it's a title that I know. No, this is like fucking, no, not Dragon Quest. Dude, I don't know. Could it be like a Final Fantasy? Like a weird Final Fantasy spin-off? Like Final Fantasy Legend 2? Trails from Zero? Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. The most JRPG title of all time. You were correct. I don't feel like I earned that one, but... Right, I forgot we could embark on a quest now. This is Pal World. No, it's not. This is, what's that game? With the people that the weird faces. Xbox 360. Okay, maybe not. Oh, Ni no Kuni. What the fuck? There's way more Ni no Kuni than I thought. Action role-playing game. I mean, it just looks like another JRPG, dude. Yeah. It does look like Ni no Kuni. Dude, people who play... No offense. People who play, like, and all these different JRPGs and can tell them apart, different breed. You know, we may share a hobby in gaming, but we are not cut from the same cloth. If I open up a game and I see a character that looks like this, I'm turning it off. No offense. I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna send it. Oh, it's a Tales game. Okay, I do know these. I mean, I don't know them, like, as in I played them, but I'm at least aware of them, unlike the last series. This looks like... It's not this, but... 84%? What is this? This looks familiar. Tip of my tongue. Mankind Divided, maybe? Yeah, okay. I haven't played this one. I played Human Revolution, but I have not played this one. But yeah, I kind of was starting to get the vibe from the from the UI and stuff. And then yeah, as soon as I see this motherfucker, I would have got it, but... Play previous days. This looks familiar. This is Sonic? Just Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, it's not the original Sonic the Hedgehog. 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'm pretty sure I had like a Sonic CD. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say. Well, obviously it gave it to me with Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I was gonna say I had like a PC CD-ROM that that had like, I'm pretty sure 1, 2, and 3. And I played them. I don't know if I played 3, but I played a lot of them. I also have Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is good. That's like a newer game though, but it's in this same style. Dishonored? Could this be Amnesia something or other? No. PS3, huh? What am I looking at here? Adventure hack. Oh, it's God of War. It's an older one. PS3. God of War 3. 2013. Man, there's a lot more than I thought. It's not the new one. It's not Ragnarok, because that's also a new one. 2 is older, though, than 2013. So what is this? Ascension? I guess it's God of War Ascension. It kind of feels like when you're close to the game, it just shuffles the correct title to the top. Which it feels a little cheap, but like it feels like they do that on purpose. This is Spec Ops: The Line. Funny enough, this is still Spec Ops: The Line. Not rated, huh? What the fuck am I looking at? Not rated is crazy. This can't be like an indie game, though, right? I mean, it could be an indie game, but Whispers Beneath Thunder. Help civilians escape an elephant mausoleum's hangar. Genre shooter game. It kind of looks like Starfield. Surely, though, Starfield has a Metascore. Early access, maybe? True. Could this be like... No, this looks too like... This is not even on here. This looks like post-apocalyptic. I'm sure Fallujah didn't look too good after 6 days of heavy warfare, but also the sun is like being eclipsed. I'm not sure that canonically happened in in real life. 2024 early access. Is this like the Forever Winter? Is it that game? It is that game. Interesting. I don't know a lot about this game other than just like ample controversies with it. We get eclipses all the time. I'm just not sure one happened like specifically in Fallujah during like heavy fighting. I don't know. It turns out this wasn't Fallujah anyways, but is that how you say that, by the way? Fallujah? F-A-L-L. How to pronounce. This is quite a thing to be in my search history forever.
Fallujah.
Yeah, I got it right. Eclipses are cool. That's true. You could pretty much add an eclipse to anything and I'd be like, damn, goes hard. So if they were experiencing that, boots on the ground in Iraq, sure. Once again, it's Dishonored. Just kidding. This looks like the Golden Cat, though. Now it doesn't. PC game, huh? Damn, you ripped Vampire the Masquerade fast. I shouldn't have looked at chat. I just didn't think anyone would have it already. Unfortunately, I just have to guess it. I can't sit here and pretend like I didn't see that. Please don't spoil in chat. If you know that, if you look at a screenshot and you know the game, don't spoil it for me, please. This looks familiar. Great. Just kidding. This nothing about this looks familiar. It's a great game. I should play it. Ew, what? Huh? Yeah, this has got to be something Yakuza. What? It's PS4. Okay, okay. Yeah, just the whiplash going through these. I'm like, yeah, it's got to be something Yakuza. Okay, before Like a Dragon, I'm assuming. I'm trying to even think if I know like the chronology of Yakuza. I really don't. Okay, so it has to be Yakuza 6? I don't even know what, I didn't even know they made 6. Okay, I guess it is. I guess it is. I guess it is. Once again, they shuffled it to the top. I feel like they're doing that shit on purpose. Yeah, I mean, 0, yeah, it could be 0, but obviously wasn't. They look so similar. Dude, this looks like a place where PewDiePie said a thing. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Okay. This is Stalker Clear Sky. Damn. I mean, I've played this. I don't know what it was that was giving me Clear Sky, though. I think it's just the low Metascore. Because Clear Sky was, like, kind of panned for some reason. I don't really remember what about it was, I don't really remember what was wrong with it. It was kind of like a rehash of the first game. Like, it had a lot of the same areas and stuff. But was it, like, super buggy? I don't really remember. They kind of all were buggy. I remember Call of Pripyat was my favorite, but Shadow of Chernobyl was also very good. I just don't remember anything about Clear Sky, despite having definitely played it. You recognize that from Shadows of Chernobyl? Yeah, that makes sense. What? This is Deathloop? I don't fucking know. Is this Singularity? Holy shit! Yo! I can't believe I got that. I don't think I've played this game. But this was like kind of a... It was made by Raven Software. Kind of a underrated... I mean, I guess I can't say for certain that it was underrated because I never played it myself, but I watched like Let's Plays of this game way back in the day when it came out. Let's see, what was the release year? 2010. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's very Bioshock-like. It is very, very Bioshock-like. But I remember it seeming like kind of good. Yeah, I definitely, yeah, I just watched, my only knowledge of this is watching Let's Plays of it, but I remember enjoying watching it. Don't know how it would hold up to play, but... This is like Microsoft Flight Simulator. 2004. Is that even an option? Scrolled too far. Microsoft. It's not Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's definitely not Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's like Final Fantasy VIII. I don't know. PS1, huh? PS1 and it's not Final Fantasy. I don't... Chrono Cross was an answer just recently. I feel like this isn't gonna be Chrono Cross again. No. Forest Runner. Ah, yes, I would recognize the Forest Runner anywhere. Chrono Cross got a higher score than that. Also probably true, yeah. Nah, this seems like a bit of... I don't want to say shovelware, but this seems like a forgotten to time type of... type game. I don't think I'm getting this. I don't even have like a faint thought in my head of what this could be. I've arrived home. Welcome home. Lavitz. Everybody knows Lavitz. Yeah. Legend of Dragoon. Dude, I heard someone talk about this game recently. They said it was kind of like Expedition 33. I'm not sure how though. Does it have like an action does it have like action elements in it? I'm dragooning my shit. She drag on my goon. There's action commands with the turn-based combat. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, maybe this got some sauce. I don't know. Anyways. This is Mario Kart 64. I was kind of joking, but is this just the original Mario Kart? Oh, it could be like Mario Kart DS, maybe? No. This is Crash Team Racing. Boom! Boom! Yeah, the skybox doesn't really look like Mario. Crash Team Racing, what a game. Yeah, Britta loves this game. I tried to play it with her. I did not grow up playing this. I was a Mario Kart. I was a Mario Kart head. And a lot of people say this game is better than Mario Kart in some ways. I did not. I didn't take to it. I'll put it that way. You know what my real shit was? Here. Well, two things, actually. Number one. Just pull up a picture. Oh, dude. No. Show me the image. I hate Google Images these days, dude. Diddy Kong Racing. That shit was peak. It was basically just Mario Kart, but you also could be like in a boat or in a plane, which was awesome. And it had like an overworld to roam around. Like they did the Mario Kart world thing way before. So Diddy Kong Racing was sweet. The other one. Oh, I want to find like a gameplay screenshot. Here it is. Here it is. Lego Racers, baby. Lego Racers. Yeah, very unlucky that Diddy Kong is in jail. They won't be able to make another game. Wasn't Conker in that game for no reason? I don't know about for no reason. I mean, he was a Nintendo character. Oh, before Conker's Bad Fur Day? Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. And yeah, Lego Racers is sweet. Dude, I feel like I talked about Lego Racers recently. I don't remember if it was on stream though, or just like with my friends, my other boomer ass friends who remember these old games. This one was sweet because you could like combine, you would get like little Lego bricks as your power-ups and you could combine them together into like different or more powerful power-ups. It was so sick. It was so sick. Someone was playing the Lego Racers main theme on Guitar Hero in voice chat the other day. What the fuck? He's intended to be like Banjo-Kazooie, but when people complain that... Yes, I know the backstory of Conker. I just didn't realize he was in Diddy Kong Racing before Conker was the thing. He's a Nintendo character. I think the last game was for OG Xbox. Well... he's owned by Rare, yeah, but at the time it was a Nintendo game, right? Rare got bought by Xbox at some point. I'm not sure if that was before or after what you're talking about. That is kind of funny though. Anyways. Good job. Wow. It's a point and click game, dude. I have no idea. Looks like King of the Hill. By the way, very, very sad and fucked up to hear about the what's his name? Jonathan Joss, the guy who played John Redcorn, King of the Hill. Very sad. Also very weird that just a few days before that, not weird in that it's like somehow connected. I'm obviously not, but they announced a King of the Hill reboot on Hulu like a week before that, and Bobby's like an adult, and it's kind of scary. Love King of the Hill though. Hope it's good, but yeah, the seeing Bobby as an adult was like very cursed. Dude, it's Beavis and Butthead. I actually was inadvertently pretty close. Beavis and Butthead in virtual stupidity. Sure, that's probably what it is. I actually was joking about King of the Hill, but like, it's Mike Judge. There you go. What in the fuck? Wait, no, I have no idea what this is. He also made Office Space, yeah. Wait. I got this game on Humble recently. Ultros. Yeah, I only know this because I just got this on like Humble Choice, and it looked kind of cool. Ultros. Yeah, it's like a very colorful Metroidvania platformer type game. One more. Dune. 2. This is somehow God of War again. That's Kratos' bald head. It's not God of War. What is this actually? I thought this was. I mean, I didn't think they would do God of War so soon again. But like, this looks like an environment straight out of God of War, and that looks like Kratos' bald fucking head. I guess maybe, would that be... No, that's not even the side he's got the stripe on. Okay, well, I was wrong. And from this screenshot, it looks like a totally different game. Oh, it's a fighting... Is this like a Soul Calibur? Soul Calibur 6? Oh, this is Mortal Kombat? What's like the not most recent, like Mortal Kombat 8? Is that a thing? Is it Mortal Kombat 1? Probably 10? Damn, it was 10 for X. Is this not the newest one? What was the newest one? Oh, Mortal Kombat 1 is the newest one. It's the reboot. Okay. Gotcha. Wasn't there an 11? Was there an 11? Or was it 1? It's a reboot. Interesting. Dude, should we embark on a quest? These are the same things. Yeah, no, I don't want to guess the grass again. Grass guesser. I don't want to guess the grass, I say, as I boot up Geoguessr. Sue me. Or don't. What you should do, instead, is gamble your trash on this prediction. Which... we're under 16K. Start! How about you touch some grass instead? No! It burns! It burns! Geoguessr, which is fine for me to play, by the way. Because they pulled out of the Saudi oil money gamer tournament or something. What games are on the table later? We can talk about it after this. How's about it? Community maps. Community world. Yeah, dude, it was a whole thing. They were gonna be part of some like Saudi Arabian like gaming tournament, and so a bunch of people rightfully pissed. Like to see more white knuckle. That is on the table. You'll be happy to know that is on the table. And so a bunch of people who made these like custom maps like just pulled their maps so that nobody could play the game. And then yeah, the Geoguessr people backed out. Which, I mean, it's the next best thing to just not participating in the first place. You can actually see a bit of the car. Roof rack. Roof rack means something. If only I knew. If only I knew what that means. It's somewhere in Africa. Is it Uganda, maybe? Nope, I didn't actually place a guess. It's Ghana. Oh, dude, I was like... I knew in my head it was one of the two, but I was like, maybe it's Uganda. Ghana's the roof rack. Ghana's the roof rack. I think this is Broadway. Yeah, it's center of Manhattan. Okay. Sun in the south. It kind of freaks me out that I can see all the people playing right now. Yeah, I'm not locked in. Truth be told. Smart money would have been on doubting here. Okay, I do think, though, we're probably in, like, Mexico or Central America. Due to the sun being in the south. I don't know, though. This is weird. Still a one streak, the shit has to be broken. But yeah, my surprise when the useless feature they introduced for no fucking reason doesn't like get maintained and stops working. Oh, you're building a PC. I thought you already did build a PC. Is doubting as funny as gambling all in and believing? Well, if there were no believers, there'd be no point to doubting. So, I support it. Let's just kind of drop somewhere in Panama. This may already be, it's not quite unsalvageable, but it's not good. It's not good. It's not looking good. We have words over here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. It's South America, looks like. Peru, perhaps? Very high altitude. We're like at the tree line, basically. You drive any farther up and there's essentially no trees. I'm just picturing like the other side of these hills, like Machu Picchu or something, which would put us in Peru. It's hardly scientific, but it's something. What part? It's like Aguas Calientes or something. Other side of the hills is the Hollywood sign. Imagine. I don't think I'm gonna find the actual city or the actual town that's, but it's probably like that. Okay, good. Good, however, not good enough. I have lost. I needed to be like perfect there, and I wasn't. I mean, this little metagaming here has pretty much got to be Nigeria, because I believe Nigeria is where we have the car that follows. Looks pretty arid, so we're more like up in the desert somewhere. Not sure how far the street view coverage goes, though. How about Kaduna? Or a little out, maybe like that. Oh, no. No, apparently you get a police escort in parts of South Africa, too. Well, what can I say? Sun in the north? Okay, we're somewhere just like out in Argentina. Just flat, far as the eye could see. Ah! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! 6,000! Get me out of here! Congratulations, doubters! You won in style. You won in style today.